Really quick, everybody, this entire video will be timestamped, so if you don't want to watch the whole thing and just jump straight into a different topic, please check the pinned comment or check the little red bar right down below you. Again, this entire video will be timestamped, and I appreciate you guys watching whatever part that you would like to. And if you're sticking around, guys, welcome back to another video, everybody. Welcome back to another Let's Talk Clen. This is a series on the channel. If you're brand new here, this is the series on the channel where I ask you guys to jump into the Discord server. It's in the pinned comment, by the way. Join, and I ask you guys to give me some topics to talk about for a video, and usually we talk about Fortnite or gaming, but of course we can talk about anything at all. With that being said, guys, we're going to jump straight into the first one for today. Starting off with an interesting one. Where do you think the paradigm went? Now, this is a toughie because the paradigm, if you don't remember, at the beginning of the Chapter 3 Season 4 trailer, the paradigm just flew into reality. I believe it was 659, something like that. It's obviously her homeworld or wherever she comes from, but the point is, like, where exactly is that, right? Nobody really knows. I've heard some theories floating around on Twitter talking about how it can actually be Earth because, you know, Brie Larson and The Rock are playing the Foundation in the paradigm, and who knows, maybe other members of the Seven, or it could be just an alternate dimension somewhere far away. It could be somewhere related to the last reality. It really could be anything. But do I think she went back like to one of those things? You guys might not agree with me here, but I'm actually kind of leaning towards it being like a crossover thing. Maybe she went to like the Marvel universe for help or something, because we know Dr. Sloan still has ties with Lex Luthor, and I know that doesn't make sense, like her and Dr. Sloan, but at the same time, like, I feel like it could cross over into like a comic series. I feel like it's gonna be something Marvel, something DC, something they can make a comic book on. I don't even know if Star Wars has comic books, but something like that. I have a feeling they're gonna lead into a crossover with that, but of course I could be wrong. It could just be a made-up world. Who knows? I just have a feeling we're gonna see a comic series on it one time. Moving on. Hey Clen, this is random, but what were you like in high school? Okay, again, guys, I appreciate you guys changing the topics here, and like, of course, I love talking about Fortnite as usual, and this is the last time I'll say this. I love talking about Fortnite, but I just enjoy like making these videos different as well too, you know what I mean? But anyways, I don't have too much to say about high school. I lived like a really normal life. I love high school. I always say, like, if I could ever relive my life in like high school, like, I love the life that I live now. I think it's infinitely better than it was in high school, but I had such a good time in high school. I would love to go back for like a day, or if like I had a time machine that I could go back for like a week, I definitely would do that because I had so much fun in high school. My friend group, man, I'm totally convinced I had the best friend group in the world because like we just had so much fun in high school. I just did regular kid stuff, you know what I mean? I wasn't special. I was one of those who really lucked out and really enjoyed high school because I know a lot of people like struggled through high school, struggled with friends, struggled like academically, struggled, like it just wasn't a good experience for them growing up and stuff. But no, I was one of those who really lucked out. I really enjoyed my experience in high school. But like, what was I like? I mean, I was more so the same person, just like not nearly as smart. And I'm not saying that as like, oh my god, I'm the smartest person ever right now. But of course, like, we just grow up since then. I was a kid, right? So I wish I could expand on that for you, but I was a pretty normal kid. Moving on, thoughts on Dream's face reveal. Man, do I feel bad for that guy. There's so many people talking right now on Twitter and making fun of the way he looks, and I understand, man, like, if you're that big, you're gonna get made fun of unless you're like an absolute Chad. But even then, like, if you're the most handsome guy in the entire world, right, the people are still gonna be like, oh my god, who else expected Dream to be just like a fat slob? You know what I mean? It was probably really hard for him to do that, to be honest with you. But the thing I don't understand is he almost like shot himself in the foot a little bit, because why did he film the video kind of like this, where he's like talking and smiling and looking like this? I don't understand why he did this, and I don't mean to do this to make fun of him, honestly, I really don't, but he's kind of like asking for it in that sense. Like, why can't you just like talk to the camera just like I'm doing right now? I wonder if it like was a little bit of inexperience, because I understand, like, even when I started making videos, like, I did not talk to the camera properly, but at the same time, like, I knew to look at the camera. It's just, it seems like it'd be a little bit of common sense. I don't understand, like, people are even memeing where it's like he's making sure to show his good side of the face because he was talking just like this, and I don't understand. I just don't get it. Regardless, I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, like, I hope it just doesn't get to him, because if somebody, like, if I were face revealed and then people were making fun of me on Twitter, honestly, I'd probably laugh along with them. I just have a good sense of humor, and if you develop that kind of sense of humor, then nothing could ever touch you. But my thoughts on it, to be honest, I kind of expected him to look like that. I wasn't really surprised at all. I kind of just expected him to look a little bit normal. Let's move on, though. I wanted to ask your opinion, Clen, on what you think this pink entity could be. I think it's the Nothing, and you think Nothing is the black hole. So I just wanted to ask your opinion on what this entity could be, and if you could hold any future significance to the future of the storyline. Now, I'm like on team Donald Mustard is hinting absolutely everything, so I think we saw that for a reason. Something with Dr. Sloan. I still think the Nothing is the black hole, but now that we do know the Nothing is an entity, it could be one and the same. Like, we could be both right in this. You think that's a Nothing? I think the black hole's a Nothing. We could be right. Like, what if it was just like some entity, like you said, inside the black hole, or the black hole was an entity in itself, and it could like create its own shape and form, kind of like the 0 point. I don't know how much sense that made, but it made sense in my head. I hope it's coming out. It makes sense. It's just now that we know for sure that the Nothing has a voice, this could be it. And especially since it's like just a ghostly figure, it's just like a mean face inside of a picture, right? It's like inside of some, I don't even know what to call that. It's in some sort of void. So it really could be the black hole still, and we both could be right. The Nothing could just be some like I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I apologize if this makes no sense. Let's keep watching it, though. Let's wait for these next voice lines to come out, see if we can, like, put any more pieces together. Moving on, who won the beef between Corinna and Pokey, in your opinion? Guys, you got me following this Twitch drama, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of enjoying it. I've never really followed Twitch drama too much until I started making these videos, and I knew you guys, like, enjoyed Twitch. Now, I don't know if it expanded past this, but the last I saw was they were, like, Pokimane was like, oh my god, I'll give you a job. And Corinna kind of actually backed up her claims because she was saying, like, hey, just be responsible for your actions. I think I touched on this in another video. Just she was essentially saying, like, hey, be responsible for your actions. If you watch gambling and then you go gamble and lose all your money, that's on you. That's not on the streamer. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. But I disagree if it comes to minors. Now, I'm not familiar with Twitch at all. Is there some sort of age verification you have to do to, like, go on those streams and watch the gambling stuff? If so, then I think it's fine as is. The gambling doesn't deserve a ban. I've been thinking about this a little bit more as people kept talking about it, because I remember the last time I touched on it, I didn't have really have an opinion formulated about it. So where I sit is actually with Corinna when she said, okay, if you ban gambling, we're not going to be able to do anything soon. Pretty soon, we're not going to be able to drink on stream because that promotes drinking. There are so many things that are bad for you. And honestly, if you're going to promote gambling, if you're going to ban gambling because of, like, the effects that it has on children, I know one of the reasons was because of children, you got to kick every single one of those e-girls off Twitch, because you know what? That promotes them just, you know, touching themselves, and then maybe they'll visit another site that's even more harmful to them, and even worse, maybe they start simping over somebody and just continues, like, everything. Maybe they just got a brand new job. Maybe they have an allowance. They were like these are children, you know what I mean? They're getting more and more into this world of e-girls here, and then they just, like, it's so damaging, man. Like, I could go on about it forever. It's horrible for you. You could either touch yourself to them, or you could go to another website and get addicted to that world. And I can tell you right now, that is a lot more addicting than gambling is. So again, age verification, I agree, but banning it all by itself, I disagree with, actually. I think people can stream whatever they want to. Now, Corinna and Pokimane, if I'm not mistaken, Pokimane didn't even really offer a clap back besides, like, hey, do you want a job now that you can't stream? Like, haha. And Corinna actually explained herself, and I was like, man, I can't believe I'm actually taking your side. I typically, like, if there's beef between two of these people, then I wouldn't take anybody's side. But yeah, I'm actually on Corinna's side for that. I think she won. Moving on, thoughts on the Nothing's voice reveal mark, man. Dude, I cannot believe that the entity, like, it actually had a voice. I found out about it while I was at work, and, like, my jaw dropped, dude. I was like, I just made that 10-minute video too, just dissecting everything we knew about the Nothing and how it just all led to it being the black hole. And then I was like, dude, oh my god, this disproves that. But now I'm thinking towards of, like, what we were just talking about if you were to watch the other part of this video where I was talking about, hey, maybe the black hole does have a voice. There's, like, something living in the black hole. The black hole could be, like, sentient in some way, you know what I mean? But of course, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's tough. The thoughts on the Nothing's voice reveal, though, I kind of like it. I'm really enjoying the storyline. I really like that the Nothing is some big bad thing that we have to worry about again, kind of like the last reality. I was waiting for the storyline to pick up in that sense. So my thoughts on it are, it's cool, it blew my mind, and I don't know what to think about it right now. I'm still thinking about it. Moving on, did you see Epic banned Adriana Checkik from a tournament? Thoughts? I did hear about that. I just need to double check who she is because I have an idea. Okay, I just had to double check because I knew she was a streamer, but I also think that she was doing something else, and she is very involved in the adult industry as well. I don't know if she still continues to do that, but anyways, update that I just found on this is because she tweeted, okay, Epic Games didn't like my background, so next time. Then Fortnite actually responded, we're so sorry this happened. The request to Twitch rivals was to work with you to remove adult references from your stream's background due to our game's rating. We have no issue with participating in events or streaming Fortnite. And again, apparently she was just banned just because of her involvement with the adult industry, which I kind of understand, to be honest, because again, Fortnite, I actually like what they responded here. Either that or, like, whoever's running the Fortnite account is really simping over this chick right now, but I think that's fair, honestly. Just remove any, like, links you have or anything like that, because that's what I'm getting out of this personally. I don't know if I'm reading this wrong here. So it looks like what Fortnite wants to do is just as long as her stream is clean, then she can participate, and apparently someone was supposed to work with her. I don't know. I feel like they just saw, like, hey, adult entertainer, click ban, e-girls owned again, Epic Games victory royale dub as usual. But yeah, that's honestly, I don't have any personal thoughts on it. I thought what Fortnite did was fair. It just, again, as long as, like, next time, just as long as she removes any links that she has to that. I have to be careful with my words here, so I'm sorry if I'm bouncing around it here. As long as kids can't find a way to your past, then I think you were able to play in that tournament. But if there are things riddled all over your screen in that sense, I don't know. I've never checked out her screen. If there's streams or, like, OnlyFans links or something like that just riddled all over the place, then yeah, I agree. Fortnite should ban her. Moving on, have you played the COD beta? If so, what do you think? I actually haven't played it, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I actually just watched Birdman's video on that, like, today. Someone, I think it was in the shower, I watched it. Not that that matters. A lot of people were really hyped up and really excited for this, and then the beta came out and it was just the usual, just bugs, and the footsteps was a huge thing people were upset about now, and even the maps, I don't know, like the maps had a little bit of mixed feelings. I've heard that they weren't too bad. Regardless, like the COD, man, you need to get something under control. People are just gonna stick to Warzone. I keep meaning to try it, but I'm never getting around to it, even if the beta's probably closed now, to be honest with you. Regardless, when it comes out, I'm sure I'll get it. Like, I enjoy COD, it's just not as much as the other games that I play. And guys, we're moving on to the last one today. I want to know right now why you said Florence Pugh is mid. Explain yourself and admit how wrong you are. I'm not gonna admit that I'm wrong, man. Actually, I guess when you take a look at like the rest of the world, it makes me very wrong, doesn't it? Because everybody like is obsessed with that chick. I just don't see it. I really do think she's mid. I don't understand it. I think she's a great actor. I think she's fantastic, but I just don't see the appeal that everyone does. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna close out with that. If you're new here, again, hop in the Discord server, give me some topics to talk about for the next video. I really appreciated like us taking a look at different comments and like talking about Twitch, talking about me, talking about other things. I love making these videos because again, we can all have our voice out here, and especially with the talk at Clen, I can get you guys in like exactly what you think and then put it out there. I really enjoy making these videos. So guys, again, thank you for participating and thank you for watching. If you're new here and you enjoy the content, please consider like button to help the channel a ton, and subscribe if you're brand new. Check the description down below for links to all of my other channels, as well as a link to Real Ember on Fiverr, who will take care of all of your YouTube thumbnail needs. Remember guys, thumbnails are the most important part of your video, so let Real Ember take care of that for you if you want to be a YouTuber. And lastly, if you'd like to use my supporter creator code in the item shop, it is code Clen, #anime, #epic partner. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.